Whether you love him for his charming smile or his sick shooting skills, there's no denying that Stephen Curry has risen up over the past few years to become one of the most acclaimed players in the NBA. But even if you're his number one fan, there's probably a few things you don't know about this handsome enigma, which is why we're laying out the top 10 things you wouldn't believe about Stephen Curry.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 10, talent runs in the family. Okay, so I'm going to start us off with a fact within a fact. Did you know that Stephen Curry's first name is actually Wardell, after his father? But having two people named Wardell Curry who have played in the NBA might be a little confusing. Which gives me a nice natural segue into my main piece of trivia here. You heard me right, Stephen's own father was a professional basketball player who is most known for his work on the Charlotte Hornets. Wardell Curry, who went by Dell for short, was the Hornets' all-time leader in points and three-point field goals at the time of his retirement, which basically means that he was really good. Almost as good as Stephen, who plays now for the Golden State Warriors as number 30, a number he chose to pay tribute to his father's career before him. But believe it or not, the talent doesn't even stop there. Stephen's younger brother Seth plays basketball for the Dallas Mavericks. Meanwhile, his mother Sonia played college volleyball at Virginia Tech, and his younger sister Seidel has followed in her footsteps by playing volleyball at Elon University. Athleticism just runs in their blood. Number 9, his family is just as famous as him. Here's hoping he can pass the gene on to any of his kids, right? Because surely then they would be a lot more famous than him. That being said, young Riley, Ryan, and Cannon Curry have already made a big splash with the media for being so stinking cute. Riley especially has been lauded by NBA fans and casual Curry fans alike for her outstanding ability to work the crowd during her dad's press conferences. The fact that he never once appears to be frustrated or upset with her for having outbursts on the stage speaks wonders to how much he loves and cares for his babies. Can we get an awe from the crowd? Even his wife Ayesha Curry touts a decent amount of fame. She's taken on a handful of acting gigs and has now found her place in the realm of cooking television, primarily with her show Ayesha's Homemade on the Food Network. You know, this has me thinking of a pitch. The Curry family meets the Incredibles. Pretty perfect, right? It definitely seems like the bunch has nailed being superheroes already, so they'd only need costumes at this point. Number 8, he met his wife at 15 years old. Turning our attention back to Ayesha, she and Steph met for the first time back when they were both just teens. At 15 years old, they met up at a church group event, and, well, since they didn't have their first date until they were a bit closer to adulthood, I'd wager it wasn't all sparks and butterflies from day one. But it's still really cool that they've known each other for so long. Plus, their first date does sound pretty precious. They apparently drove around Hollywood Boulevard, sightseeing and enjoying chai lattes together. It might not be your stereotypical romance, but it seems like an absolute dream to me. And if that's still not sweet enough for you, the duo married in 2011 with a traditional ceremony in the church where they first met. I mean, come on, it doesn't get any cuter than that. Number 7, his three-pointers affect his charity work. So we kind of hinted at this in the last one, but Stephen Curry is an extremely devout Christian. To express his faith, he does a lot of charity work and tries his hardest to give back to those less fortunate than him. He even brings this aspect of himself onto the court by partnering with the Nothing But Nets campaign. Their deal? For every 3-point shot he makes, he will donate 3 mosquito nets to countries affected by malaria. His efforts to help anti-malaria projects have actually been in the works since his time in college. And he's even traveled to Tanzania to personally hang nets inside of people's homes. We cannot help but applaud a millionaire who doesn't let his wealth affect him. You stay golden, Mr. Curry. Number 6, he has set multiple records for his three-pointers. Whether motivated by his need to help others through that charity work or driven skill alone, Steph is outstanding at shooting and he's become largely famous for his three-point shots. He set major records during his 2014 to 2015 season by making 286 three-pointers. However, in the very next season, he completely obliterated that record by landing a total of 402. And, you know, just to give you a few more peeks into this incredible talent, in 369 games, he beat the record for fewest games played to reach 1,000 career three-pointers. By 597 games, he smashed the record for fewest games played to reach 2,000 career three-pointers. He also holds the record for the fewest games played to reach 100 three-pointers in a single season. Should I be calling him impressive, or would it be better just to call him supernatural? Because honestly, what else could possibly explain this level of expertise? Number 5, he has surpassed his dad's three-point shot record. Yeah, it's true. Steph didn't even hold himself back to let his dad maintain his own three-point shot record. Not that Dell would have expected that of him. I'm assuming it's a fairly bittersweet moment to watch your child exceed the standards you set before them. Anyway, he finally surpassed his father during a fantastic run in 2015. Plus, while it took Dell a whopping 1,082 games to set his record, Steph was able to do it in just 427. At this moment in time, Stephen Curry has broken 2,000 total three-pointers made and sits at the number 3 spot on the overall three-point field goal list. He's slated to topple reigning champ Ray Allen, who has accomplished over 2,900 three-pointers throughout his career. We believe in you, Steph. Take him down. Number 4, his mom fines him for each turnover. We gotta keep him humble though. Don't want Stephen to get a big head. He's a human and he makes mistakes just like you and me. I'm assuming that explains why his mom bills him for each turnover he commits in a game. That may seem harsh, but at least she doesn't start sending out those $100 fines until he's reached 3 turnovers first, right? Like a 3 strikes then you're out kind of deal. If it makes it sound better, Steph has also stated that her taunts keep him motivated throughout a game. He knows that if he makes one too many mistakes, that's cash coming straight out of his pocket. Number 3, he is not the highest paid on the team. And he probably wants to hold on to as much money as he can because despite making around $12 million a year, Steph is actually paid relatively low compared to your standard NBA players, especially one of his caliber. His current salary is only a little bit less than half of what LeBron James makes in a year, and there are still 3 other players on the Golden Warriors who make more than him. Personally, if I were in his shoes, I'd see about calling a labor union. I mean, he is their number 1 star after all. But then again, this isn't the first time that Steph has been snubbed regardless of his talent. This next one may surprise you. Number 2, he only receives scholarships from small schools. Stephen was riding high during his high school basketball career, having led his team to 3 conference titles and 3 state playoffs. However, that didn't stop him from receiving scholarships to smaller schools. Davidson, VCU, and Winthrop all reached out to Steph with scholarship money when he surely deserved to go straight into a basketball powerhouse school. That being said, he obviously still received notice for his talent. He attended Davidson and brought the school their first NCAA tournament since 1969. Davidson certainly got lucky with that one. Number 1, he excels at other sports. But on that note, the sports world at large got beyond lucky with Stephen Curry, because aside from his immense inclination towards basketball, Steph excels at both golf and bowling. In fact, his father firmly believes that if he hadn't gone pro at basketball, he could have easily stepped into the world of golf with the right training and a decent amount of practice. Similar to his experience on the court, he doesn't miss many shots while out golfing, and even when he does, he still knows exactly how to bounce back. So, how many of these facts did you already know? Do you still consider yourself to be a huge fan of the renowned Stephen Curry? Like Kevin Durant on the next season? What question would you ask him if you had a chance? Let us know in the comments below. Please let us know down below. Subscribe to our channel. Go ahead and push that like and bell to know when we post a new video. All things celebrity news. Thank you for watching.